Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm back with another Thoughts of an Introvert after a while now, and hopefully this one is a little bit more calmer, you know. But last time I came through and I was talking about, the dating realm and stuff of that nature. But this time I want to holler at my girls. I want to talk about friendships and something that went viral actually like a month ago. And something was telling me to wait to do a video, and I realized now that another situation happened at the Oscars, but I'm gonna talk about that later because it's just oversaturated right now. But I definitely want to get into this because I think it's extremely important. So pay attention. So the video I'm referring to is like a 10-second clip.
He's the go. 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 Fuck is you talking about?
Robin.
No.
Hey.
Talking about some corn I ain't fucking eat, bitch. Fuck out of here. No. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Come on, sit down.
I'm not sitting down nowhere. No.
And I was confused, so I had to do some research, right? Come to find out, 6 friends, went out of the country. They went to Puerto Rico to celebrate 2 of the girls' birthdays. And for the birthday dinner, they decided to go to Roof Chris, and when the bill came, it was $600. So I'm guessing at this particular place that 3 parties of 3 or more have to all be on the same check. And I'm guessing that everybody splits the bill. I don't know how it works, but every restaurant is different. So when it came to paying the bill, the girl, first of all, I think everybody except the girl who didn't want to pay, she didn't order a drink, but she did order an entree like everybody and an appetizer. So from my understanding at Roof Chris, the drinks are like $14-15 and the appetizer is like $17 and up. So that's neither here nor there. My thing is, she went in there thinking that she was just gonna pay for her own food, which is, a lot of people do that because it's like one of 4 ways you can handle a bill when you're out with friends. Usually when I'm out with close friends and family, we do split the bill equally. Like, let's say we all got the same thing, an entree and a drink, we just gonna split it like that. Like, so if it's $400, there's 4 of us, we will all pay $100 plus tip. But if you don't know everybody that's at this like function, everybody can just Safeway, just pay for yourself, just ask for separate checks. Or it usually goes on one person's card and we all either quick pay, or if I'm paying everybody quick pay me, we do it like that. Or last but not least, somebody will just say, oh, you know what, the bill ain't that much, it's my treat. And that happens like once in a while. If somebody is feeling generous, then that's what it is. But for the life of me, I couldn't understand why these girls were like, why this was even a thing. Because I'm like, if you go out as friends, why is the bill even like talked about like this? Like, why would you put your friend on blast like this? So I had to do a little bit more investigating. Turns out said friend paid for a cake or something back at the house. I'm guessing they stayed at an Airbnb. And she felt like, she should just pay what she owed. And honestly, a lot of people were, because on TikTok you can stitch videos. And stitch is basically you show a clip of the original video and then you can make a reply to it. A lot of people were like, oh, you need to get better friends, you need to boss up, that's why all my friends bosses. And I'm like, okay, that's nice, but it's giving lightweight user, it's giving a little manipulation, just sprinkle that a little bit on there. But I feel like a lot of people think friendship starts at the restaurant table. It starts at who has the most money. And usually friendships really, it's the one relationship in your life where you should be shown at least the most grace. The one who deals with how awkward, how weird, how crazy you are. You're not perfect. So I feel like with certain friendship groups, and I knew the girls didn't have to be friends, because I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but after I researched and saw 2 additional videos where the girl who went off on her friend, or not really her friend, she was like, yeah, the girl was already getting on my nerves. She was doing weird stuff, and I felt like she pulled that at the wrong time. So I let her have it because, you know, how you gonna do this on our friend's birthday? So they end up, her and the other girls end up having to pay more because the girl who I'm gonna just call, I'm gonna just call her the cake and corn girl, she did not want to pay, you know, additional. And I can get both sides, but at the same time, the communication needs to be there. If you don't have enough, you need to communicate that with your friends. And also, I realized it you know, my mind going crazy. I'm thinking about a different, deeper meaning to the fact that in our community, if you don't have enough money, it's considered shameful. Like, even if, you know, you pay all your bills and stuff like that, if you ain't got money to stunt with, it's considered like you broke, you ain't got it, you trying to stunt, who are you, you a nobody, stuff of that nature. And so I'm thinking in that girl head, like she ran, like her finances was running low. She underestimated how much she was spending on this trip. And so instead of her coming to a friend, not, you know, not wanting to be talked about or pillow talked about later on, she thought she can cause like havoc at this restaurant, talking about, I ain't paying that, I ain't paying that. That looks better than coming to somebody and being vulnerable and saying, I don't have it, could we like split something, can we work something out? You know what I'm saying? So I felt awful seeing that video, because I'm like, if that's your friend, you put them on game. I myself personally did not always know, like, when you go on trips, like how much that's gonna cost, what's that like. But then, you know, I got with people that actually wanted to see me win, actually wanted to see me experience things. Your whole, you know, perception of things will change when you hang around people that actually want you to get it. Mentors, that could be your sisters, your mom, your aunt. Ask them the questions that you're, you know, hesitant to ask because you don't want to look dumb, you don't want to look like, you know what I'm saying? So now when it comes down to planning a trip, before you go on this trip with your friends, you could be like, okay, let me take a poll. What type of excursions y'all want to go on? What type of restaurants y'all like to eat at? Do y'all want to spend more money on, you know, souvenirs and shopping than y'all want to do? I'm sorry, y'all, the video cut out, but I was basically just saying, make sure that you plan the trip step by step with your friends if you really want them to have a good time. And make sure you ask what's more important, if they spend more money on the excursions, or if they spend more money on the food, if we're gonna go have an expensive dinner. Like, make sure you let people know. You know, I've learned lessons I didn't always know, but now that I do know, I make sure I tell people, don't let nobody rush you into going on a trip or planning a trip. Like, it takes time to make sure you get it right and everybody can go have fun and not have to worry about finances. And also, you know, if y'all do have, you know, mishaps, you can talk about it. It's not something like taboo, or I can't talk to y'all about money, or, you know, I brought some extra clothes if you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going out of the states as friends, so y'all should come back as friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. Speaking of maturity, I'm sure y'all have heard about what happened at the Oscars, and I saw it live, and it really took my breath away, everything that happened. And people are really trying to downplay it, like, oh, that's what you do when somebody disrespects somebody. And I recently made that video, that Thoughts of an Introvert, where I was like, I wish more men would step up and protect women against, you know, somebody being aggressive or harmful towards us. However, I did not see that on Sunday. And I also feel like a lot of people fail to realize, and they're painting Chris Rock as this, you know, illness basher, when in actuality, not only did he create Good Hair, the documentary, but he also interviewed Sheila Bridges, who is an interior designer, and she has alopecia, and that's a good friend of his. And so I promise you, if he knew that Jada had that, he wouldn't have said anything. But he was riffing like comedians do. And I feel awful for all parties involved. And I also know that when comedians say something, like I've, had it out. My sister called him my arch nemesis, Lil Duval. He said something about, when a man knows his worth, all of a sudden he's a narcissist or something like that, of that nature. And that pissed me completely off. So I get it. When you listening with triggers, things can get under your skin and make you feel uncomfortable. And I also understand, Will Smith feeling away, but I wish he would have held on to that for a minute, just ate that right there in that moment. And then when he won his Oscar, say, shout out to my wife, she's over there looking beautiful, and she's battling, alopecia, and she's looking beautiful, and she's wearing her hair, how it is, and I'm here with you. He could have just, it could have been so much better. And I keep going over this every day in my head, and I feel awful. And people are, coming at Jim Carrey like, shut your mouth, you shouldn't say anything. But he's absolutely right. Because if we do condone somebody getting up on stage and knocking somebody out, that's going to happen more often. I hope y'all know that. Like, it's going to happen. And people going to, like, feel entitled to, like, coming up on the stage when they feel hurt or attacked. I don't feel like that's right. And, I'm a sensitive person. But even I feel like that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I hope, prayers for everybody involved. It's a horrible situation. And I hope somebody checking on Chris, because he has not said anything yet. Like that little apology thing that was going around, that wasn't him. So he hasn't said anything. So I pray for everybody involved. The Oscars overall was an excellent night, besides the whole slap situation, and I feel like it got overshadowed, especially the fact that Questlove won an Oscar. Meg the Stallion performed, and I love the fact that not only was she the first female rap artist to perform at the Oscars, but also I love the fact that they're incorporating more rap acts on the Oscars, because people forget that rap is an art form and it should be appreciated as such. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. And then, Samuel L. Jackson, Danny Glover. It was just awesome. It was an awesome night. And I feel like, maybe we can go back and, highlight some of the good things, but it will forever be overshadowed, and that sucks. But, congratulations to all the winners, and hopefully all this dies down soon. Alright, that's all I got for y'all tonight, but I will be back soon. I have a lot of footage. I have a lot of good content for y'all, but I've really been taking time for myself. I've been on introvert mode, and it's been really helping me. Like, I feel much better. I'm not in a dark place, or, I'm not, letting mean people live rent-free in my head. I've been really releasing. I've been writing. I've been working on my art. I've been working on so many things and really taking time for myself. So I feel good, and hopefully I can put out more content to y'all soon. And I love y'all, and we at